1210, and by the looks of things a Fordson Dexter. That looks like a Massey looks like a Ferguson or a Massey Ferguson 35. It's been painted up a bit weird. The tractor shed at rusper.co.uk. Do I want to make a call out? Yeah, that's the tractor shed at rusper.co.uk. Okay. Don't know how that's made to read on the internet. Fordson Major Diesel. There's a Fordson Model N. There's a couple of Model Ns actually. One in green, which is probably wartime colour, just to hide it in amongst the field so you don't get, well, bad things happen then. One in blue. Fordsons have always been blue in some way. It's an early Fordson Major, and I've just come across what looks to be a tractor mixed in with a steamroller, and it says Invicta on it, so it could be an Aveling and Porter tractor. Never thought about that. Never seen one. Probably an Aveling and Porter, don't know. But if we have a look here, there's a David Brown, doesn't say what though. It's a McCormick International B275. Looks like a Ferguson 35 or TEF 20, I suppose.
I've had so much shit in my life.
There's a Geest auto truck here. Next to it's a Ferguson, but I don't need to find that. Ooh, it's a Friends of Ferguson Heritage. Right, go say hi. Don't know what this is. Looks like an International. Another Ferguson TEF 20 or 30. TEF 20, I think. Massey Ferguson 165. Bigger version of the 135. Nice. That's an Opperman moto kart. Haven't I seen this before? I'm not sure. Opperman motor kart 1948. So they would have used it in market gardens and places like that, I suppose. We go along here is Alice Chalmers D272. There's a Kramer MB Track 1300 by Mercedes. Right, the classic cars are to my left, so near already. Massey Ferguson TEF 20. David Brown Cropmaster. So the other David Brown was a Cropmaster as well. And there's two. Well, one's an Opperman moto kart, and the other one's a moto kart by moto kart. They look exactly the same. Well, design wise they look exactly the same. That is. This is a Trantor. Actually, that's a Trantor. There's a Ferguson 35. So that's about the time that there was a changeover between Ferguson and Massey being separate and being together. Now here we see a Massey Ferguson, looks like a 30, no, is it? 35X with a scoop on the front. That's nice. Massey Ferguson 1150, obviously made for America. Just look at the that's a heck of a lump of an engine, that. I think that's a diesel V8 as well. Looks like a diesel V8. Imagine that doing tractor pulling. Right, if we go around these people here.
So if you came up to
So this is a Massey Ferguson 165, and to my left is a 178. Couple of 35s, but one's painted yellow. Must be a highways, so that people might see him. Well, in theory, we know what people are like. I'm wearing high vis. Still didn't see you. How? It's what people are like. But yeah, there's the highways paint job in yellow, so in theory you're supposed to be able to see it. Friends of Massey Ferguson Heritage. It's nice to see them. Right, I'm going to try and get this Ferguson, this grey Ferguson. Noticing that most Fergusons was always in Battleship Grey. Don't know why. I think it's to emphasise the engineering. I think if you paint say on a boring colour, it's emphasising the engineering because you're going to be more interested in that. But there's a Massey Ferguson 148, so I don't know if that's a slight step up from the 135. I'm slightly unknowledgeable about tractors. I do know about the Massey Ferguson 135 though, because there's one not far from me, and I think I have driven it, but it's a little disconcerting noting there's only rear brakes on it. So I did a bit of an emergency stop and I thought I was going to swing the back of it round. It's because when I learnt to drive, we're expected to have good front brakes. These don't. They don't have front brakes at all, do they?
No. Only the new ones.
You can tell all about the 148.
Is this one a slight step up from a 135?
Yeah, it's got a bit more power. A bigger wheel.
Okay.
There's a lady giving a brochure on the 148, I think, or the 133.
Might see if you've got hats later. Get one from my dad because you.
There are, yeah. It needs to go on wheels. Yeah, we've got the brochures here. If you want to flick through, see what it says about the 148. If there is a 148.
Oh, what's that?
Of course, there's a 148.
There's everything in there. I know what it is.
135. Yep, I've driven one of those.
No, 148.
I'm just about to read some paraphernalia on this.
There ain't that many of them around.
Yes, I'll give this one back if there's not many.
No, I think he means the tractor.
Yeah, he means the tractors. There aren't many of them. But yes,
So
we
that's
would like that back.
AD 3.152 Series S 3-cylinder direct injection diesel made by Perkins to Massey Ferguson specifications. So he didn't just, well, they didn't just go buy an engine. They basically said this engine has to.
Wants to do this. Or needs to do this.
Yeah, because a lot of people now, they buy an engine and just slam it in there and just that'll do. Well, obviously Massey Ferguson really did care about.
They probably did for a while.
What was that? 12 forward and 4 reverse gears. So that, because I could have sworn the 135 only had 3 speeds.
Yeah, but then the lighter one had more.
Yeah, because I remember my dad used to drive one, and one day he said, "Oh, well, you're not missing that one."
Okay,
But
thank you very
I'll
much.
have another read of it as I'm going along. But yeah, because it's either Massey Ferguson's round my way, or it's the occasional Nuffields, or a lot of Fordsons.
Yeah.
Especially,
It depends
sorry
who
to
the-
mention them, but yeah.
Depends who the dealer was, the nearest dealer.
Yeah, I think the nearest Massey Ferguson dealer at the time that the tractor I rode on was made was E.O. Coldwell's, which is Robertsbridge. Yeah,
Haywood's Heath.
No, this one was Robertsbridge.
Oh, Robert.
Yeah, bunch of cool people in Robertsbridge actually. They sell lawnmower parts as well these days. So I went and
One
visited
in Horsham.
Horsham.
Yeah.
Are they still dealing them or
No.
You get a radio.
in a tractor? This is when farmers probably had real skill with driving tractors, because now you just set the sat nav up and you can just plough a field and it just does it for you. You're just sitting there.
You don't even have to sit in it anymore. Tractor will do it by itself.
I'll try not to mention a particular TV programme where they tried to grow their own petrol, but they made such a complete... If those people from the ploughing match down at Romney Marsh was to see him ploughing like that, they wouldn't even give him any points.
Hello, Connie.
I won't bore you with the rules about ploughing matches because you probably know them.
Yes.
The first cut, how to do it straight, has to be uniform depth. It's really quite precise work.
Yeah, it is.
I couldn't do it, although I might give it a go one day. Oh well, I'm just going to have a... Yeah. Yeah, there's one particular match I went to and I rather enjoyed it actually. Oh. Yeah, because the first cut, they judge that, then there's the straightness, depth, even the way it's turned over. It's really quite... It's like being at one of those sort of concours type car shows where everything has to be perfect. And I know I could never do that. Because even no matter how much time I spend on my car, I never get it perfect. I have to work on it. And then when it is perfect, it breaks and you have to replace it. Yeah, so very interesting conversation with the... But there's a Massey Ferguson 35X. There's another one and a... Here's a Massey Ferguson 35 again, painted in yellow, so probably a highways one. Let's have another look at this couple of 35s. Really cool bunch of people here. Really cool bunch of people. Please keep... Yeah, I better keep off. I'm not really sure what Massey Ferguson this is, but it looks like it's had a hard life. Probably in need of a restoration. There's a David Brown 30D. Ooh, naughty. What's that doing in here? See a Massey Ferguson 25. There we are. Now we're about to... Right, I'm going to take a different view of this. There, look, don't know what that is, so I'll find out. There's an Oliver HG there. Right, let's go find out what this... Doesn't say, but there's a John Deere here. Really quite old school. But if we swing round, I now see a... Looks like a Wallace Patent steam engine going past. Right, and over there's a Freightliner truck and it looks like another steam engine. But we're now going to try and proceed up to this bit. Steam engine there, I don't know what it is. But it looks like... Oh, yes. No, he's just arrived. And here we see people mending a road. And If we take a close look, it looks like a traction engine of some kind, which looks like I'm going to see if I can see it from the front, because usually it has a this road mending contractor. So this is a rock grinder, or they would have used old bits of concrete and stuff like that. But what behind it's a Ruston. Steam engines are Ruston. And the crushing thing, I'm not sure what that is, but he used to just chuck rocks in it. So some poor bloke's got to actually break the rocks up and then chuck the rocks in there. And this is actually to fix a road. Yeah, so this is how they used to fix the roads back then, because not everywhere got tarmac, not everywhere. That's a god. That looks like a Goodwin. The machine's called a Goodwin. So look at how hard it must look. That looks really hard to drive, that particular wheelbarrow, because there's no rubber tyres on it. Life must have been really hard back then. You see over in the distance some sort of weird looking vehicle, and a AEC Matador again. Just thought I'd show you. I don't know what that steam engine is in the background over there. So that's a Goodwin rock crusher. I wouldn't want to be doing this on a really hot day. Right, if we go along here, sorry. A couple of machines not quite operating yet, but you know, give them time to wake up. There we see a Fowler 3 horsepower petrol TVO engine. It would be running a threshing mill. A couple of tractors down there, a couple of... Right, and I'm gonna... What time is it now? 11:15. So there's a woodworking yard. And if you see in the background, you see the South Downs. How nice is that? How nice is that? That's all I can say. So if we just go around to this wood yard here, there's a... That looks like a power thing Landini. And there's a Massey Ferguson. Here's a wood yard. Don't know what period of history it'd be, but oh, there's a Super Sentinel going past, so I'm just going to video it. It says built 1930. Chances are those were pretty quick for a steam engine back then. Right, I'm just gonna go around here and try and get a bit of the South Downs. So this is nice. There's a glider, that's cool. There's a John Deere tractor, quite a modern job. I'm just trying to walk around all the various bits, and looks like there's some sort of woodcraft thing going on here. It might be, oh wait a minute, this is from the time of coppicing.
No, you're welcome. Yeah.
See, he's got a foot powered lathe. And someone else getting a bit of hazel. They're gonna, don't know what they're actually meant to be doing with it, but wait a minute, they're gonna be, could be just a, what are they doing? I'm gonna go, just gonna swing round now. So now we're just gonna swing round to this bit here. I think there's some modern tractors here. There's I think that's a Doots Far and Nizeki at the front of it. So here's some more modern stuff. That would save time mowing the lawn, that. So there's some modern takes on various vehicles that I've seen before. Right, so now I'm just going to go over to the motorbikes. Yes, we see some Honda Gold Wings, Sussex Wings, Gold Wings. Right, here we are with there's a Triumph, there's an AJS, BSA, and a little Honda, what the heck, a couple of Motobi cane, maybe I don't know, just a weird one. Aprilia. If we look, we see a BSA, some kind, BSA Star Twin, a Triumph, some kind, Norton, Triton, and oh, that's good, the BSA Bantam Preservation Group. So there's a D14/4 Sport, there's a D7 in the back there, D5, D3 Major Deluxe, and another BSA here. But out of all the BSAs, I actually quite like the Star Twin. Here's an AJS, and I don't know what that is. Totally. What is this one? AJS. Oh, M is AJS. So never knew that. There's another AJS in the tent there. Right, if I just move on round, I'm going to go to, there's the arena over there, so I'll be going there later. Looks like that looks like a Cadillac Coupe no, that's a Sedan DeVille, I think. Cadillac. Right, I better leave them be. Probably busy cruising. So a Honda 50. Don't know what those are. Not sure about these. That's an NSU, the green one.
Well, that's good, yeah, we'll just come here again.
We have a look at Honda. There's Kawasaki KH125. Couple of bicycles, including a rally chopper bike. Oh, that's 1970s for you. This is CBR Fireblade by Honda. Honda CB200. There's a Triumph. Doesn't say which one. Another BSA and a new Hudson motorized bicycle. There's a delivery bike. Another AJS. Oh, that's matchless actually. A Velocet. There's a Velocet here. Oh, watch the chrome, that is shining pretty nicely. If we see it, look here, I don't know what this one is. There's no badges or anything on it. Looks like a racing thing. There's a BSA here. Really hard to look at. Really hard to look at this. Right, Honda CB360. Triumph there. That's the Arbordale. Okay. A three-wheeled Honda. That looks like a ton of fun to ride. So let's take another look at these bikes, because bikes. Feeling of freedom people get is right here. The unknown one, the BSA, the Velocet, matchless. Right, I'm going to go over here now because I've just spotted a couple of things. Well, I'm about to intersect with people, so right, so this is an Invicta steamroller called Lydia, so made by Averley and Porter in Rochester. Nice. Caravan, there's a towing rig of some kind. Actually, let's go around this way, do a little circuit round, shall we? I've got to get myself one of those, but I don't know what how I'd move it. But that's some sort of delivery cart thing or trailer. Another trailer around here. Oh right, there's like a caravan. They used to have some seriously nice caravans back then. See a Land Rover. Oh, that is quite the, I don't know, it's a caravan, but someone's put a fabric wrap round it. Actually looks really nice. That's a Wallace and Stevens steam engine. Yeah, so this is called, oh, is that the Mistress again? Yeah, but if we go around here, we see a Sentinel, the Gaslight and Coke Company. Coke. Yeah, so there it is. Let's get some better light in here. Look at that. just gonna quickly make our way round because I'm gonna go. Because there's actually I think I've just spotted a particular steam engine that I've seen before, but I'm always glad to see it. And that is, here we are, and this is the Southern Queen, which is by Evelyn and Porter, so it's an Invicta type steam engine.